Hello everyone again from beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Norway. I mean, take a look at this. See the fjord? It goes all the way out until the ocean. So I've been over the mountains, trekking, walking, picking herbs, feeling so blessed. And I wanted to stop to show you this amazing view and take it to what I'm talking about. Healing, always healing. The raw food, nature, but so much more than that. I want you to realize that being at the top of the mountain is so much more than you have ever imagined. And you are actually standing right there, okay? This is the first video of, I don't even know how many, where I want to talk about how to implement what you're doing when you really want your body to heal, how you implement that into the world. This is not the world that most of us live in. This is not what we see when we open our eyes, okay? This is being at the top of the mountain. This is feeling the power that we all have of our overall life, of our own lives. And what I see is people struggling, like I struggled, to fit in. People struggling to know how to live in today's society with change, with the change that they decide to do. So take you, for example. If you're watching this video right now, if you are on raw food, if you have been reading up on how to heal your body, or let it heal rather, if you are on your way to health, if you are detoxing, if you are realizing that, heck yes, I can have cake and eat it too. If you are walking a path that not many others are doing, you might be the only one in your family, in your environment. You might be the only one of your friends that are doing this. You might be the only one believing in this. You might be the only one walking towards the top of the mountain right now that you know of personally. And a lot of things arises. So I want to put this into different categories because it's such a huge topic for me. I've been through all of this, and know this, I never speak of anything that I haven't actually experienced myself, because to me, that's true learning, through experience. So this is why you also are going to learn through your experience. You're not going to heal everything through what I did, but it could point you in the right direction. It could give you at least some support so that you know that you're not alone, and you're never alone, okay? You are never alone. And this camera, look, it's blowing with the wind. Let's just let it flow, okay? So I'm gonna stay on point here. First of all, when you're walking towards health, you have chosen to heal. You have chosen to eat raw living food, which is very different from what others do. You have chosen to believe in yourself. You have chosen to walk in a different direction than the masses, because you do not want to see what the masses is seeing. They're sick and they're tired, and they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay? We can all agree on this. In the world today, people are experiencing more and more symptoms of ill health. More and more symptoms of ill health. More and more, I see more and more mental and emotional imbalances. You can call it depression, you can call it anxiety. What I see is imbalance. I see acidic bodies. I see fear, I see anxiety, I see anger, I see fear of change. I see that we are overall not comfortable in our skin, in the life that we're living. So how do you cope with changing when everything around you seemingly does not. I want to start with the first, maybe the closest, and that is your immediate family. That is the closest people to you, where you are right now. It might not be your biological family, even, but it is the people that is closest to you. And later I'll talk about how to deal with social gatherings, how to deal with friends, how to deal with travel, how to deal with detoxification while having to go to work. I mean, there's so many things arising, and I think this. Okay, listen very carefully. Knowing what to do and doing it, two different things. Knowing what to do takes your interest and your will to educate yourself, and it takes a why. You need a why. Why would you change? Okay, so once you get that, the doing is the step, and that's where a lot of people stop. Now, if you're into the doing, if you actually first know what to do, number two, you start implementing it, saying you start changing your diet, you start changing the way you think, you start changing the way you feel, you start working on yourself, you start elevating your energy, you start being grateful, then you run into the first obstacle, and that is, I am different. I am different from everyone else out here. I am no longer the person that I used to be, and I have people ask me uncomfortable questions. First of all, like I said, the immediate family. How do you deal with family members that are, number one, concerned about you because you are doing things that they know nothing about? That is one thing, the concern. Number two, what do you do about those that are seemingly judging you, telling you to stop, or asking you to change, or trying to make you feel or look ridiculous, or even making jokes about you? I know this happens because I have clients and I deal with all of this. But in reality, everything you do is from within you. Everything you experience and everything you decide to change is from within you, and it is for you. And the cause and effect will make sure that the change is something that you will experience. Now, the second is the ripple effect. That's an extension of that. Of course, what you experience will ripple into everybody's life that you are connected with. And not only that, just by being you, people around you will change. You know what? Because your perception of life will change. Because when you change the way you look at things, what you look at change. So let's start with number one, the concerned people, members, family, close ones to you. And it might be rightfully so that they're concerned in their world because they don't know differently. So what you're doing seems scary to them because they don't understand. Now, how much of this is yours and how much time do you have to spend educating them? I look at it this way. When you have someone close to you that are concerned for you, they will educate themselves. You can simply point them towards knowledge and they can educate themselves, therefore understand better, therefore support you better. This is a very healthy line of communication. Openness, dialogue, exchanging energy in a calm and loving way. When someone really loves you and they're concerned about what you're doing, they will want to educate themselves. Now, when I say this, I want you to realize one thing. It is never, ever your job to change anyone else. okay? So if you have chosen to walk down a certain path, then nobody else around you has to do that. They don't have to do that just because you chose. So you're not here to put your new knowledge or experience upon them in such a way that they feel that you're trying to change them, because they have their own will and their own life. And this is what's interesting with us people. I mean, if everybody could just live together and accept what everybody else is doing, then everything would be dandy and everybody would be so happy. It's the minute that we start criticizing, looking at, trying to change, putting our thoughts into giving it advice when we're not even asked. Another big one, do not give advice if nobody asked you. Who are we to give advice if nobody asked? It's none of our business. See, we only have one business, and that's our own. Everybody else they have their own business. Everybody have a business to run, their own. And that is, it leads me to the second thing. If you have people around you or family that does not come across as genuinely concerned, wanting to know more, wanting to support you, wanting to understand, but criticize rather, or put you down, or tell you that you're half crazy, tell you that eating fruits and vegetables will make you sick while they're chewing on a hamburger, maybe. I don't know. That's different. That is very, very different, because then somebody's trying to make their business your business, and it isn't. And you could put it, I flip this and I say, what others think of me is none of my business. So what others think of you is none of your business. And that is very hard for most of us to realize, that none of this is our business. Judging them is none of our business. We've not walked in their shoes. So the reason behind someone, seemingly for you, it seems like they're coming after you for what you're doing, we have no idea what they're thinking and what they're struggling with. What we do know is that it's not ours, so it's not yours. So once you realize that when they're questioning you or making you feel, different and not accepted, it is never about you. It's always about them. What you take in, nevertheless, is always about you. How you react or respond is always about you. So the more you work on you being proud, being brave, being clear, being safe, being solid in what you do, being diligent, being strong, being that woman or man at the top of the mountain, owning your own life, the more you become of that, the less anyone else can touch your pillar, can touch your light. See? Walking towards a better life, creating what you love, creating what you want for yourself, that is your freedom in this lifetime. And by doing that, you're setting yourself free, shining brighter, so that more people will look to you saying, what the heck is she doing? I want me some of that. So that's one of the first things that I always discuss with people when they come to me saying, how do you deal with, and then something outside themselves follows. Okay? I hope you can hear this, because there is a little bit windy here. Top of the mountains, always windy, right? Things are happening. I'm gonna roll with it. So that's the first thing we talk about, is it's never about anything on the outside of you, really. You could just step back and just stop the discussion right there, which I'm not, but you could, and say, work on yourself, be more still, be more proud, get to the place where nothing from the outside can touch you. Be that person. That's going to change everything. As we walk towards that great wish of becoming that, we will interact with our immediate family, with our friends, with our co-workers, our children, our spouses. And that is what I want to talk about, how to navigate that. I started with the closest ones to you. And we all want that perfect, calm, and accepting relationship with the closest ones to us. But I tell you, when you talk about change, when you talk about healing yourself, you are going to heal on all levels. If you go through one of my programs, if you sign up with me and we talk about healing your life, I mean really getting your health back, we're not talking about just getting rid of the neck pain or the shoulder pain or the diabetes 2 or whatever they want to call it. I can't even say that. We're not talking about just reclaiming our bodily, functionally moving attributes. We're talking about healing the whole life, which includes everything. It includes your work life, it includes your emotional life, it includes your outlook on life, it includes your prosperous energy towards even making money. It includes everything. It includes healing back to you so that you can express yourself as your true being, so that you can be authentic and free in that expression, because through creativity and creation, true life shines through, you know, and all the fears have to go. So when you come to me and we go there, we have to let go of everything that's holding us back, right? So you should watch my emotionally detox video. Very important. The less spoken about detox reaction, emotional. And this often includes those around us. So as you go through your journey, you will encounter different obstacles that are like learning blocks in your life. Nothing that comes towards you or nothing that you experience is there to tear you down or break you apart or stop you from getting to where you want to go. No, they are your teachers. Literally, your teachers. So when you look at it that way, look at every encounter with your spouse or family as your teachers. They're teaching you something about you, something about what you feel about yourself, and something about what you need to work on, and maybe even pointing you towards one of your strengths. And that is what I wanted to take as the last kind of advice into this working with your closest is it's like a muscle. Being sovereign, being at the top of the mountain, being your true self and authentic. To get there, you have to work it like a muscle. So every time something comes towards you that is questioning your own strength, work on it. Let it be, and then feel it, and then stand in yourself. Always stand in yourself. Hey Hilde, why are you eating blah blah blah? Because I love it. I enjoy it. That's my choice. That's my food. You can always just speak from where you are, and you never have to shoot anyone back or discuss anyone. It's none of your business what anyone is doing to themselves in their lives. Your only business is your life. And the only thing is that I see, I like to be bold, you know this, is when somebody else is doing something in their life that is interacting with my life, I have the right to say, stop. I have the right to turn around and walk the other way, right? So we are very polite in this society. Some of us taught to be very polite, to take in a lot. And even though I just said you can change within yourself and everything else will change, there might be, or there is, or there are a time where you can say, hey, this is what I choose. Accept it or not. Okay? Educate yourself. I'm happy to help. Accept it or not. This is my life. Let it be. And don't ever let what anyone else says, means, thinks, are, or do affect you to the point where you change your dreams, that you change your goal. Now that is giving away your power, and that is free will, your free will. You can choose to give away that power, or you can choose to stand in it. I did this. I stood in it even though everyone around me, except for person, thought I was more than half crazy. Probably still do. I'm the one with the health. I'm the one feeling amazing. I am the one living with my choices. It shouldn't matter what anyone else thinks. Those that really care about you and love you, they will stick around. They will support you. They will walk beside you even though you're not walking towards the exact same outcome. You know? We're all human. And even though we're here alone, we're here together. And we're here to enjoy all of this. I often think, you know, when I'm on top of a mountain like this, I think our lives become so large and all-consuming when we stay in our little brains, in our little city, talking to friends and family about trivial stuff like food. And when you look in nature, you see that the grand scheme of everything is just harmony. And I don't believe that one flower is looking towards the other flower thinking, oh gee, I wish I was blue. I mean, look at that crazy, you know, no. It's all about being together and still being able to be sovereign and be our own expression. So I want to challenge you today and watch for my next videos on this topic, because it will empower you to do not only what you need to do to get well, to grow, to prosper, to be more aware, to be free, but also to be a better you and a better person to those around you. Because when we walk with compassion for ourselves and are true to ourselves, we will naturally give the same to others. So when someone is throwing their pain at you, look at the pain. A person in balance, a person that is content and happy within, have no eagerness or reason to lash out or criticize anyone. Why would they? Why would they even think that? So this is just a symptom of society afraid of change and the unknown, and taking it out on those that are changing for themselves and their family. And if you're one of them, know that you're not alone. And we are many, and we're strong, and we're happy. So if you like this video and you like this topic, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Put any comment on there. You know I love that. And I really, really, really appreciate you listening, because when you know what to do and you're actually doing it, then you deserve to be cheered on for your bravery and your willingness to live your life to the fullest. So I honor you and I cheer on you. You keep going, because you deserve it. We all do. We all do. Talk soon. Namaste.